What is up, guys? My name is Harry, and welcome to the first video for 25 Days of Harry. We have the animated Christmas tree for desktop making its illustrious return to the channel, and today is, as you can tell by the title, the movie collection. I call it the movie collection because it's not just DVDs. We're going to go through the DVDs, the Blu-Rays, and if I can remember, the VHS tapes. I was going to start with the box sets, but I figured, you know what, no, let's just go from the straight-up standard DVD and Blu-ray cases, VHS tapes, and end with the box set. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it, boys. This is going to be a long-ass video. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, do what you gotta do. It's Destroy Dick December now, so go crazy. We're gonna get started with this. First up, we've got 310 to Yuma. Still haven't seen it. There's a lot of these movies that I still haven't seen in my collection. 4-film collection. All I remember is Contract Killers and Midnight Movie. Still haven't watched any of these. 7 unforgettable short films from Walmart. That came with Toy Story 3 back in 2010. 8 Mile, decent movie. Haven't watched it in a couple years though. 8 star-studded dramas for $10. I get like 5 movies I wanted to watch and 3 whatever movies. I'm more than happy with that. Still haven't seen any of them though. 9 in Coraline. 9 is pretty good. I love Coraline. Probably one of my favorite movies. Definitely one of my favorite animated films. 12 Monkeys. I have to give this a rewatch. It was really, really good last time I watched it. Great, great movie. I'm not going to give too many descriptions on the movies. I'm just going to go through what I have in the collection. So if you want more detailed descriptions, Google is your friend. And also, you might want to wait for some of these movies because 25 Days of Harry, end of the year. 12 Rounds. And 12 Rounds 2 Reloaded, John Cena and Randy Orton. I don't have the third one with Dean Ambrose. I don't know if I plan on getting that one. 17 again. This is one of the first Blu-rays I ever got. It came with a poster. So I don't know how, but I've lost the poster. Legit, I would have put it up in the background if I still had it. That would have been a great meme. 21, Kevin Spacey. Got to check it out eventually. 25th Hour, great movie. Edward Norton, always got to love him. It's also got Philip Seymour Hoffman, Anna Paquin, and Brian Cox is in that. Really, really good cast. I will argue the only good Spike Lee movie. 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, both on Blu-ray. I've told the story before. Big shout out Rick Nelson for sending me 28 Days Later. I had 28 Weeks Later on Blu-ray. Or on DVD. I thought I needed this one on Blu-ray, so I bought it on Amazon and then realized I needed 28 Days Later. So didn't matter. Rick Nelson graciously sent it to me. Big shout out Rick Nelson. He's probably watching. Big shout out. 40-Year-Old Virgin, pretty funny from what I remember. I still gotta give it a rewatch. So many of these movies, by the way, guys, I want to make it my goal by the end of 2023 to have watched, I don't want to say 75% because it's gonna keep growing, but about 50% of my collection that I haven't watched yet. 51st Dates, from what I remember, it's kind of funny. It's pretty alright. 88 Minutes with Dunkachino. 300, that's a pretty epic movie from what I've heard. I've still never seen it. 500 Days of Summer, the rental exclusive from Blockbuster on DVD, and the Blu-ray. Still haven't opened the Blu-ray. I've actually watched this movie. It's actually not too bad. It's actually okay. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's great in that. Zooey Deschanel's pretty good in that, and it's not that bad. 1408, still need to check this out. John Cusack, Samuel Jackson. I've heard it's pretty good. 2012, this is not a bootleg DVD. This is the actual DVD. I got this one from my sister, but I already had the case, so I just put it in that. And don't ask why there's $1.50 written on it. I think that's what I was selling it for at the time, in like 2012. A Beautiful Mind. I've heard a lot of good things about that. I need to check it out. Charlie Brown Christmas. The only thing I hate about this DVD is, I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see a little bit. Is all the fucking glitter that's on this. That's the only reason I never wanted this DVD, was because of the glitter. If it was like a glitterless slipcase or just a DVD, I would have liked it slightly more than I do. But Charlie Brown Christmas, who doesn't love it? Despite the fact I've only seen it once. I actually probably should start watching it. Christmas Story, probably my third favorite Christmas movie. I know National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is probably number 1 for me, but I feel like this is number 3. I feel like there's another movie. Oh, The Night Before, which we're going to get to because I actually own it. So, spoiler. A Dangerous Man on Blu-ray. I think this was the first Blu-ray I ever got, actually, because I'm pretty sure this is the first DVD, the first Blu-ray I opened on Christmas 2010, because that's when I got my Blu-ray player. It was an actual Blu-ray player, not a PS3. A film with me in it. This has Dylan Moran from Shaun of the Dead in it, and I didn't even know that until like earlier this year. So I definitely want to check that out because I love his character in Shaun of the Dead. A Man Apart. This had Vin Diesel. It was one of the DVDs given to me by my sister when she gave me her whole collection like 5 years ago. A Nightmare on Elm Street, damn good movie. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, it's a very gay movie from what I've heard, never seen it. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, that is Dream Master. I thought it was Dream Warriors or whatever. But yeah, I actually need the third one. I've seen it a few times, but I keep thinking it's the fourth one I need, so I keep passing on the third. About Schmidt, actually watched. It's actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty good movie. It's not my top 100, but it's pretty good. I like it. Accepted. This is Justin Long. I believe that's Jonah Hill. I think DVD doesn't even say. But, yeah, it's Justin Long. I want to check it out. It's one of those really bad raunchy comedies, I'm sure. But, yeah, I want to check it out. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. It's a pretty funny movie. Still holds up, I think. The Adjustment Bureau, Matt Damon. Want to check it out. Big fan of Matt Damon. Adventureland. It's pretty decent. It doesn't go in the direction that you would think it does for a lot of movies like this. It's pretty okay. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Against the Ropes, I've had this for like 10 years and I still have not watched it. I want to see how long I can go owning that without watching it, because I think that's pretty funny. Airplane and Airplane 2, the sequel. Still have yet to watch either of these, and I really want to. Alice in Wonderland, the 2007 version and the 2010 version. The 07 version is by DigiView Entertainment, which really interests me, because I really want to see how bad this is. And the 2010 version, it's by Disney, so I want to see how bad it is. I've had this for, just over 10 years. I've had this for 11 years on Christmas. 11 years on Christmas is how long I've had Alice in Wonderland. And the disc is clean as a whistle. You guys would be surprised. So many of the DVDs I had as a kid are scratched and like just won't work anymore. That one stayed clean because I never fucking watched it. Alvin and the Chipmunks and Alvin and the Chipmunks the Squeakquel. I watched the shit out of these as a kid. I loved Alvin and the Chipmunks, and then the third one came out, and I just didn't care about it. I just didn't care about the third because it was like right after my phase ended, and now there's like 8 Chipmunk movies, something like that. The American, George Clooney, American Beauty, masterpiece, love this film. American Gangster, still haven't watched it. American Graffiti, American Heist, never seen it, and American History X, another masterpiece film. That is not all the movies I have that are called American or American something, but believe me, we are going to get to those. So I'm going to pause here, boyos, and then we're going to pick it up when we get to the second shelf in just a few minutes. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so we're back with the second shelf of DVDs now. This is actually not the entire second shelf. I have a couple extra DVDs that I'll bring out in a little bit, but let's just get underway. We've got the first American Pie. This is actually a really, really funny movie. It holds up pretty well, actually. I was expecting to go into this and expect nothing but really bad sex jokes, but what we got in it says actually pretty good. Sean William Scott's great in this. Eddie K. Thomas is amazing. Jason Biggs is pretty good. Eugene Levy is the best, the funniest in this movie. Really like American Pie. Then we got the 4-film collection of American Pie 2, Wedding, and Reunion. If I had to rank them, I'd probably rank them Wedding, Reunion, 2, and 1. I think the first 2 are the best. The third is the worst because, ironically, Stifler is my favorite character in the film, in the movies. But when they make a Stifler-centric movie for American Pie, it just doesn't work. It's not great. And then American Reunion was okay, I guess. It wasn't great or anything. It was okay. I didn't grow up with the movie because I wasn't born in the 90s, so it didn't really appeal to me in terms of like, oh, all these people are back for reunions. Like, no, I just watched all 4 of them like a week. American Pie Presents Bandcamp. I remember this one as a kid. I've got to rewatch it. I watched all 4 original American Pies for the first time this year, so maybe it's time for the spin-offs. Kill me, Jesus. American Psycho. This is the last American movie that I have. American Psycho, great film. Christian Bale's amazing in that. If you can't handle gore or a deep psychological analysis of a psycho, then don't watch it. But if you can, watch it. You got Amityville 3D and the Amityville Horror 2005 remake. I've heard, I don't remember much about the '05 remake, but I've heard Amityville 3D is when they started to get really bad. I heard the first two were okay, but from 3 onwards, they made like 8 of them in like 4 years or something like that. Anger Management, pretty good. I actually really like this. Adam Sandler, Jack Nicholson, Woody Harrelson's great in that. The Ant Bully, one of the new additions to the collection this year. I remember this one as a kid. I actually got that for my birthday. Because my parents just gave me money and said, hey, where do you want to go? I chose the place that I always go, that I really wanted to go, which was the pawn shop. And I got a bunch of DVDs and a bunch of games that you guys are going to see in the video game collection. Actually, also in the TV show collection. But Ant Bully, I really like it. Are We Done Yet? Another new edition. Unfortunately, they didn't have Are We There Yet, so I didn't get that one. Army of Darkness, this one is sealed. Really like the Evil Dead trilogy. I still got to find a copy of the first one somewhere. Art School Confidential, I bought this just because John Malkovich is in it. I love John Malkovich. Next up, we got Austin Powers International Man of Mystery, Spy Who Shagged Me, and Goldmember. I think I had the second one, then the third one, then I finally bought the first one. I got them all within the span of like a year and a half, but yeah, Austin Powers, they're okay. I think I might like the second one the best, I think. But Goldmember's probably my least favorite. Once the opening scene goes by with all the cameos and it's like making fun of the Austin Powers sequel, once it gets past the opening scene, it kind of goes downhill because I can't stand Beyonce. Babe Pig in the City, $10. I regret buying that. Baby. I've never seen this movie. I've never even heard of it. It was $3 at a dollar store. I saw it was a recent movie. I saw it was a Sony Pictures Classics, right? Oh no, it was just straight up Sony Pictures. So I thought, I thought it was a Sony Pictures Classic, clearly. And yeah, I still got to check it out. Baby Driver, maybe my least favorite Edgar Wright. Probably actually. It's only because I've seen it once and I was kind of half paying attention. It was a good movie. It was really good. I love all Edgar Wright films that I've seen up to this point. I still need to watch Spaced, the whole series. But Baby Driver, probably my least favorite Edgar Wright. The Babysitter's John Leguizamo. I want to check this one out. Oh, rip, the encoding is overloaded. Rip. But The Babysitter's John Leguizamo. This seems like a pretty decent movie from 2007. Want to check it out. The Back to the Future trilogy. This was $10. I absolutely do not regret buying this. I would have bought this if this was $30. All 3 films, and you get a bonus disc. You get a bonus disc of all special materials. You get behind the scenes music videos. And what really appealed to me, besides the films, was you get Back to the Future, the ride on this. You get the video that they played for Back to the Future, the ride, which I think is super awesome. I haven't watched it yet, surprisingly, but it's super cool that they included that. I was like, okay, I wanted this on Blu-ray, but I don't care. $10 for the DVD, I'm buying it. Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. Yeah, I had Bad Boys 2 on Burn DVD for the longest time. And then I finally got, I think, the second one, and then I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll just buy the first one, so I did, and they were, I think, a combined, like, $3. Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. I still haven't seen a lot of these movies. Bangkok Dangerous. I've heard it's a really, really bad Nicolas Cage movie, so I want to watch it. Barnyard, The Original Party Animals. Really, really bad from what I remember. Bartok Magnificent. Got this for free from a family friend. Thank you very much. You know who you are if you're watching, which, if you are, I'm very surprised. Basic Instinct 2. I have never seen the first one. I don't even own the first one. Yet I remember the disc art, I think, for the second one. Yeah, I remember the disc art, and I've seen like 2 seconds of the second one because it was on my sister's TV back in like 2009. One year, and I was like, oh, what's that movie? And I was like, Basic Instinct 2, and I've just wanted to get it on DVD ever since, and now I own it, so I'm happy. Batman. This is the weird little digipack type Blu-ray thing. I actually really like this. I bought this like 10 years ago, and I finally watched Batman this year. It's a good movie, I guess. Comes with like the history of the comic book. A little. It seems like a bit of a synopsis. Something about the special effects. A little bit of a script insert, and some of the comic book adaptation, which I think is really cool. Batman Begins. I always seem to get the special editions for some reason. This one comes with the little comic book thing, which I thought was really cool. I think this was like $7 at Giant Tiger. If any Canadians know Giant Tiger, you're goated. Batman Under the Red Hood, that was like $1. So I got all the Batman things in total for like $20 because I think the Batman thing was on sale for like 15. Be Cool, John Travolta, Danny DeVito, The Rock, kind of had to get it. Be Kind, Rewind. I need to watch this one again. It's a Michel Gondry film. I didn't know who Michel Gondry was when I first saw it, so I was like, oh, cool, it's Jack Black. I want to watch it. And then I didn't like it, so I want to rewatch it. I want to give it another chance. The Beach Bum, this is Matthew McConaughey, Jonah Hill, Snoop Dogg, Zac Efron. Someone else is in this that I like. Martin Lawrence is in it. Isla Fisher's in this. A great cast. It was only $5, and I still haven't watched it. I'll watch it eventually. B-movie. It's B-movie. Beer League. This is Artie Lang and Ralph Macchio. I feel really bad for Ralph Macchio. He got dragged into that. Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder. Had to buy it. It's Winona Ryder. I've bought like 8 movies of hers in the last like 2 years. Begin Again. It was Haley Steinfeld. Had to pick it up, and I guess Mark Ruffalo is okay when he's not being a leftist freak. The Beverly Hillbillies. This is a '93 movie. I don't know why we own this, but we own the '93 Beverly Hillbillies movie. And it was actually written by someone that I like really like as well. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it? I'm trying to look real quick. No, I don't remember. Could have sworn I remember seeing like, oh, that guy did it. I really liked him for that, but I don't. Big, a really creepy movie about a 30-year-old woman who tries to get with a 13-year-old. Is pretty much what the plot. That's the plot of Big. That is the plot of Big. You cannot dispute that fact. Big is a pedophile movie. That is not the boldest of takes that I've had. It's probably not the boldest of takes I'm gonna have in this video. Big Daddy, really funny movie. It's Adam Sandler. I would like it more if Cole Sprouse wasn't such a fucking weirdo on Tumblr. But, yeah. The Big Lebowski. Great movie. It's The Big Lebowski. What can I say about it that hasn't been said already? The Big Short. Feels like an Edgar Wright movie, but it's not. It tries to be an Edgar Wright movie in that it's fast-paced, and it just never stops being fast-paced. It doesn't take those moments like Edgar Wright movies to slow down, explain the plot, and just get things through to you. It's very much just like boom, 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 which I like those types of films, but it doesn't work with this style of film. I understand it's probably trying to be this like the stock market in that regard, but it doesn't click. Also, Brad Pitt's in the movie for maybe 8 minutes. They appeal this movie as like, oh, it's about all these 4 guys, but Brad Pitt's in it for like 8 minutes. He helps 2 younger guys that are in the movie. I guess I was trying to jumpstart their careers, but yeah, it just didn't work. Bill and Ted's Excellent Double Feature. I need to get the 3rd one now. Keanu Reeves, National Treasure. Wait, no. National Treasure? Yeah. Bill Engvall, Here's Your Sign Live. It was like $1. I used to like the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. Don't ask why. Billy Madison, one of my favorite movies of all time. Love Billy Madison. Love Happy Gilmore. Love Adam Sandler as a whole. Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Michael Keaton, Zach Galifianakis, Edward Norton, Emma Stone, Naomi Watts. This movie is incredible. I love this movie, and I'm going to give it a rewatch before the end of the year, probably. I'm going to try to. Black Hawk Down 3-disc deluxe edition. This was like $10. I've never seen it since I bought it, so I'm happy I did. Black Snake Moan, Samuel L. Jackson, Justin Timberlake. He's actually a decent actor. I like Justin Timberlake. The Blade Trilogy. This was $1. Had to pick it up. And finally, for this shelf, Blade Runner. This is the final cut, the 2-disc special edition. Very happy I got this. This was $1. Apparently, it goes for like some ridiculous prices, so I'm happy I bought it. So, yeah, that is the second shelf. We are 18, just about 20 minutes into this video. I'm going to pause it here. I've actually got some stuff to do. I'm going to come back maybe in a day or 2. I don't know when I'm going to come back to this video, but I'm going to get to it before the end of the month. Who knows? We'll see how much time changes, so that's going to be fun. So, yeah, guys, I will be back with the next stack of DVDs in just a little bit. Alright, so we are back with the next little pile of DVDs. This is the second and a half shelf. If you guys saw what my collection looked like, you guys would understand. Let's just get right into it, because we got a shitload of DVDs to get through. We got The Blair Witch Project. I still have not seen it. I want to, though. The Blind Side. Picked this up from my mom. Hasn't watched it yet. Blizzard. Never seen it. It is a Christmas movie, though. A lot of these movies I haven't seen. Blood Diamond, I really want to check it out. It is Leonardo DiCaprio. Blue Collar Comedy Tour, the movie. This, I used to watch a shitload as a kid, and I've watched it in probably about 6 years. Blue is the Warmest Color. Wanted to check it out, but then realized it was only in French, and I think there's no English subs on this Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure. No, there's French subtitles. Or there's English subtitles, so. Yeah, there's no English dub, I mean. Bob's Big Break in Monster 3D. It seems like an interesting enough film. Or not interesting enough film, sorry. That's a funny little short film. I'm dumb. I was thinking about Blues and Warm's Color. It seems like an interesting little movie. But Bob's Big Break, this was a really, really fun, um, really, really fun extra that came with Monsters vs. Aliens in 2009. I do still have, for those wondering, I do still have one pair of the 3D glasses, and they don't fit that great because I'm not a little kid anymore. But I used to love the shit out of this little. I think I've watched this more than Monsters vs. Aliens, and the features I loved as well. There was karaoke, a paddleball game in Monster 3D that I never got to work, a fun factory. There was a lot more, and there was an Activision game demo for Monster vs. Aliens that I wanted to get on my computer, and I never figured out how. I know I had to put the DVD in my computer. That was as far as I got. Things like the SpongeBob movie, spoiler, we'll get to it, where you get the free game demo, I was able to get that no problem, but something like this, for some reason, I couldn't get. That and Men in Black 2, for some reason. Boogie Nights, really, really damn good movie. This is the New Line Platinum series. Love this movie. Great. Gonna be on the top 100. Spoilers. Next up, Borat. I finally seen this movie. It's pretty funny. It's actually pretty funny. Much better than I was anticipating. Born to Race, never seen it. Seems like a Fast and the Furious ripoff. Some of these DVDs are sticking together. The Boy Next Door, this is Jennifer Lopez, so I have no interest in watching it. My parents picked that one up. Bram Stoker's Dracula, it's Winona Ryder, had to buy it. Brad's Kid's Sleepover Adventure, got this as a kid. Don't know why I've kept it all these years, but I guess it's a streak to see how long I do keep it. The Breakfast Club, great movie. Only $8 on Blu-ray, was a steal in my opinion. Brokeback Mountain, actually a pretty decent film. Not as great as everyone seems to tout it as. This incredible gay movie. It's a decent little drama, I guess. Brooklyn Rules, this is Alec Baldwin in the first of two movies that he would star in with the name Brooklyn in the title. The other is Motherless Brooklyn, which is a great film. Unfortunately, I don't have it yet. Brothers Bloom, I picked this up because it's Mark Ruffalo and Adrian Brody, and I figured, hey, it might seem fun to watch, and then I haven't watched it yet. Bruce Almighty, checked out again this year. It's pretty funny. I like it. It's not on top 100 or anything, but it's a fun comedy. Bruno, still haven't checked this one out yet. It's the Blu-ray DVD combo pack, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Blu-ray, DVD, and digital combo pack. The fact that you can get this movie on Blu-ray, at least in Quebec, for $3 or like $2, that's a steal in my opinion. The Blu-ray DVD digital combo pack, that's a steal in my opinion. Bubba Hotep, incredible movie. Love it. It is really goofy and just really funny. It's probably going to barely crack the top 100, I'm pretty sure. And I was really happy because I got this for like $2. Yeah, I got this for like $2. And yeah, I was just really happy to be able to find it for cheap because I know a lot of horror movies, especially ones released by MGM, for some reason seem to go for like $18, $24. They seem to go for like really exuberated prices. So glad to get Bubba Hotep for cheap. The Buddy Holly story, maybe one of the best biopics. Someone made a great video. I'll see if I can find it and maybe put it in the description if I can remember. Because I'll give you guys an insight. This is being filmed in the middle of November. And yes, it's 15 days away from posting, but I probably won't remember. But if I do, and if I don't, yell at me in the comments. Tell me to get the link for the Buddy Holly video. But there's a great video I found on the musical biopic, and it brings up the Buddy Holly story as one of the best, and I agree. It's probably one of the best because it doesn't. One of the main reasons is that it doesn't show the creation of the band. It just goes straight, and the movie literally opens with them already playing music. It's them playing music as the opening. Bulletproof Monk, I only got this because Sean William Scott's in it, and it seems really funny. I don't know if it's meant to be funny or serious, but it seems interesting. Bumblebee on Blu-ray, another Blu-ray DVD combo pack, digital combo pack as well. It was only $10. I bought this when I was staying with a family member last year. Last year. Jesus. We've been at this house for almost a year and a half, yeah. But, yeah, Bumblebee. I enjoy it. I think it's a good movie. Burn After Reading, incredible Coen Brothers film. I'm pretty sure I put this on my top 100 list. I created the list already. It's just a matter of filming, obviously, and I gotta go back if I didn't and put this on there because it's a really damn good movie. It's really, really good. The Butterfly Effect, maybe one of my favorite movies of all time right now. This was an incredible film. We checked it out again earlier this year, me and my best friend, and it was really, really good. Like, the first time I watched it with my dad, it was like, okay, that was okay. Second time, it was like, yeah, that was pretty good. And then third time, I was like, wow, yeah, that is really, really good, you know? So I really like this movie. It's not perfect. I'm not going to say, oh, it's the perfect time travel movie. It's not. I really love it, though. It's it's really, really enjoyable. Not the best time travel movie. I'd say maybe number 3, behind Back to the Future and 12 Monkeys, I'd probably say. Caddyshack, not seen it yet, but I really want to. Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, Rodney Dangerfield. Why do I keep calling him Ronnie? Ronnie Dangerfield. That name would not click. Cadillac Man, it's Tim Robbins and Robin Williams. I gotta check it out. It was only $3 and it's still sealed, so hell yeah. Cafe, it's Jamie Kennedy post-Scream, so, yeah, he was in Scream, yeah. Jamie Kennedy post-Scream, so I have no intentions on checking it out. Capote, this beat out Brokeback Mountain for the Best Picture of 2005, so I'm really interested to check it out. And, Catherine Keener's in it. Chris Cooper's in it. Chris Cooper from American Beauty. Did not know they were in that, so Catherine Keener makes me want to go a little bit further away, but then Chris Cooper kind of pulls me back in. Speaking of pulling me back in, Al Pacino, Carlito's Way. Those of you who get that reference, love you. Carlito's Way. I've heard a lot of good stuff about this movie. Still got to check it out. Again, like I mentioned, I want to watch 50% of the movies that I haven't watched in my collection. I want to watch 50% of the movies that I want to watch that I own in my collection by the end of 2022. It's not going to happen, but we'll see how far I get. Cars, this is the DVD Blu-Ray combo pack, weirdly enough. Yeah, it's the Blu-ray and the DVD. Comes in a DVD case. 19-year-old me wants to go back and shoot my 9-year-old self for buying this instead of buying a Blu-ray DVD combo pack because I think this is only like $12. This was during that weird phase where companies, especially like Disney and Pixar, they're one and the same. I gotta try and like get used to holding it like really close so it's on frame. But it's during this phase when movie companies like Disney, Pixar, and I think Paramount did it as well, if I'm not mistaken. We're trying to get the appeal of people to buy Blu-rays by packaging them as, oh hey, this is a DVD that includes a Blu-ray, you know, like and then marketing it for like $12 like this one, you know, because the DVD typically goes for $10. So if we put an extra disc in there, charge an extra $2, or it was like $15 or whatever it was, you know, people will buy it. And then they didn't sell that well because people just bought either just the DVD or just the Blu-ray, and these faded out after like 3 months. So no, I feel like this might be like a little expensive, maybe like $20 now, $35. And I don't know, if I can find like the actual proper Blu-ray and DVD, then yeah, maybe I'll get rid of that, maybe. Cars 2, this is the giant ass 5-disc combo pack, which I really, really, really like because you got the Blu-ray 3D, which plays on Blu-ray 3D player only, so I couldn't have watched it. The Blu-ray, the special features, and then the DVD and the digital copy. This was back in 2011 when DVDs, when movies required a disc for the digital copy. They couldn't just have you go into a website and enter the code and then you got the movie. They needed the disc. You needed the disc to avoid piracy, and that's probably the better way to do it, in my opinion. Creates an extra disc, but I mean, hey, fuck it, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with more pollution in the ocean. And then Cartoon, Mater's Tall Tales. This was a goofy little thing. I got this Christmas 2010. Funny, I can pinpoint. I got all these within a year. I got Cartoon, Mater's Tall Tales, December 2010, one of the first Blu-rays I got. I got Cars 2 for Christmas 2011, and I got Cars for my birthday of 2011 because I got a bunch of money. And so I went to Walmart and EB Games and blew it all on fucking Cars, Chicken Little on Game Boy Advance spoiler for the third day's video, or whenever the video game collection video is coming out, and Twister, which I don't have anymore because some asshole stole a bunch of my DVDs, and like some other thing, like one or two other things I forgot, but yeah, that is the next thing. That is this shelf. That's the second shelf completed. I'll be getting the third/fourth shelf ready, and I'll come back to you when that's done. So I'll see you in like 2 seconds. All right, so we're back. I have the third shelf of DVDs right here, and I'm just gonna get right into it because again, we got a shitload of DVDs to get through. Casino Royale, the first Daniel Craig Bond film. I've not checked it out yet. It was like $1 when we bought it. Castaway. I think it was also $1 when I bought it. Have not seen it yet, and I've wanted to for a while. Catch Me If You Can, 2002. Unfortunately, it's not the good cover where they're both running across the DVD case. It's this one. I was looking for this movie for like 2 years, and then I finally found it at a yard sale. It was this and another movie that's gonna be on the next shelf that I found at the same place, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I don't care if it's a bad cover. I'm picking it up, and I've not watched it since. Catfish, a really, really good documentary. I actually really like this one. This came out right around the same time as The Social Network. Yeah, there was probably about a 2-month gap between The Social Network came out and Catfish coming out. And even if some stuff is fabricated, like it's been alleged, this was a really good documentary. But that's the only thing. I don't know if I would include it in the top 100 favorite movies if I were to, because it's a documentary. I don't think documentaries really count as movies. They're kind of their own little breed. I just put them with the DVDs because it's on a DVD. But yeah, Catfish. I thought it was pretty good. I might have to check it out. Avoid even the MTV series has had its fair share of decent moments. Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore. Yeah, they got so many really decent names in this. They got like Christina Applegate, Michael Clark Duncan, Neil Patrick Harris, James Marsden from the Sonic movie, Bette Midler, Nick Nolte, fucking Cat Williams who gets beaten up by 12-year-olds, Fred Armisen. Like, they got some pretty good names for this forgettable movie. Also, I like how they advertise, like, there's, like, obviously it's the movie, and then it's like, oh, special features. Looney Tunes. You get a Looney Tune on this. And then it's like, oh, you get a sneak peek at Yogi Bear. That tells you when this came out. This Yogi Bear came out, like, a month, not even after the DVD came out. The Blu-ray came out. And I'm pretty sure I just got it because, like, oh, Cats and Dogs, oh, let's watch it, you know, and I've never seen the original. Changeling, I gotta check this out. We watched it when we first moved. Not here, but like 3 houses back. I first watched it there, and yeah, I just never haven't watched it since. It was like 3 hours long. How long was it? It was 2.5 hours long, and it was like, I think that was the first movie I watched that was like close to 2.5 hours, and like realized it. But yeah, Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. I do not plan on getting the shitty 2019 version. I already have 2 shitty Charlie's Angels movies with good actors dragged into it. Of course, this one being Tim Curry, Sam Rockwell, and Bill Murray, who gets top billing in this one, and the second one being Robert Patrick, Crispin Glover, and Bernie Mac. So, these, I think I actually got these together. They were like $1 each. Don't ask how I get so many good deals. Genuinely, I don't even know how I get so many good deals on DVDs. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I bought this just for the trading cards, and they weren't in there. Fuck whoever stole the trading cards and traded in the DVD. It was like $2. Charlotte's Web 2, Wilbur's Great Adventure. This was like $5 actually. I picked it up for the nostalgia of it. I've checked it out a few times, and I really can't get more than 10 minutes in because it just bores me. Who knows? Maybe I'll review that eventually. Maybe one day when I finally start reviewing movies on the channel. Charm, never seen it. I want to though. Cheaper by the Dozen, one of the first kids films I actually got when I started really collecting DVDs. Sean Levy of Stranger Things directed this. Next time you watch Stranger Things, there you go. Steve Martin's too good in that, by the way. Who's in that? Steve Martin, Hilary Duff's in there, Bonnie Hunt, Allison Stoner's in there, and I feel like there's one other guy in there that I recognize, but I don't know his name, just off the top of my head. Chicken Run, this is one of the new additions to the collection. That disc, technically, I actually had this version as a kid. I'm pretty sure it was this version with this disc art. But, yeah, I don't have it. I had it. It was scratched to hell, and I finally got it again. It was like $3 on eBay. I got this in a lot of like 5 movies. It was $3 each. I was very happy about that. Christine, I haven't seen it. I've heard it's pretty decent. Halloween just passed. It would have been a great time to check it out. Christmas Carol, the movie with Simon Cowell, Kate Winslet, and Nicolas Cage. Don't ask me how they dragged all three of those in there. I mean, Simon Cowell, he'll kind of do anything as long as you give him a smile and a little bit of money, it seems. Christmas Shoes and the Christmas Blessing. For some reason, Rob Lowe gets the most fucking box art time when Neil Patrick Harris is in the second movie, and I'd say he's a way bigger name than Rob Lowe, whatever was, but whatever. Christmas with the Cranks. Big issue with this DVD is, the disc kind of keeps falling out and being a bitch. But, Christmas with the Cranks. Don't watch it this holiday season because it is really bad. Go watch JonTron's video because it's fucking hilarious. Chronicle. I did not pay $33 for this. I got this for free because a family friend gave it to me, gave it to someone in the family, and then just never bothered to ask for it back, so now it's mine. That's how it works, right? Clerks. Clerks 2. Clerks the animated series. These combined were $4. And Clerks 2 was $3. Basically how it went was I bought Clerks 2. I bought Clerks the animated series. I thought I was getting Clerks. Cuz on the thing all it showed was the spine. And I couldn't tell that this was a little animated Kevin Smith, unfortunately. So I just saw Clerks and I was like, oh, okay, it's like Dogma. It's got the big box. Whatever. Kevin Smith movies have that, I guess. But when I got there, he gave me this. And I was fine with that. I was like, oh, shit, nice. Clerks animated. I think that's a little rare, isn't it? You know? And then he was like, oh, you probably wanted Clerks, weren't you? And I was like, yeah, I'll be honest. I was expecting Clerks. I wasn't expecting the animated series. You know? And then he goes over to the rack of DVDs he was selling, pulls out Clerks, like, yeah, here you go. And he gave it to me. This is also the same lot I actually got American History X in, by the way. But just gave me Clerks free. And then, big shout out to that guy. If ever he finds this channel somehow, big shout out to you, man. But then I got Clerks 2 like a year later at a garage sale. So, yeah. And I'm going to have to pick up the third movie when that comes out. Because apparently it's filming. So, Clerks 2, and Clerks the animated series. Technically, the animated series should be... Actually, yeah. Technically, Clerks the animated series should be with the TV shows, but whatever. I'll figure that out eventually. Click, really good movie. I actually really enjoy this. It's Adam Sandler. What can I say? I love Adam Sandler. Cloudy with Chance of Meatballs, really really funny. Bill Hader, Anna Faris, James Caan, Andy Samberg, Bruce Campbell, Mr. T, Bobby J. Thompson, who is the little kid in Imagine That, and Drillbit Taylor, I'm pretty sure. Neil Patrick Harris, Al Roker's in this. Will Forte. This is a great cast. Really great animated film. Probably the best movie that Sony Pictures Animation is ever going to make. This and the sequel, which I unfortunately don't have on DVD yet. Bought the special edition of that came with the umbrella that I unfortunately lost. I don't know how. It's fucking umbrella, but I lost it somehow. Cloverfield. Something has found us. Something has found us. I believe this has the girl. TJ Miller is actually in this. TJ Miller. He's in this. Lizzie Kaplan. I believe that is the girl from Amusement. I believe that is. If someone can confirm that for me, if that's the girl from Amusement, that would be hilarious because I'm pretty sure it is. I've not seen Cloverfield. My parents have. I kind of want to. It seems interesting. 10 Cloverfield Lane because John Goodman's in it. And the Cloverfield Paradox, Odyssey, whatever it's called. I have no intentions on seeing. Clue the movie, one of the greatest films ever made. One of the funniest movies ever made, if not the funniest. Every moment of this film is great. I love this movie. Spoiler, it will be on the top 100 favorite movies list if the praise I'm giving it is not key enough. Cast is great, directing is great, the writing is incredible. For a movie based on a board game, they tried so hard with this, and it really paid off. It's an incredible film. I like to think they just had a movie ready and just threw the Clue label with all the names in there. It was like, all right, just change this guy's name to Professor Plum or whatever, you know? Like, change their names. I feel like that's what they did. And then they had the alternate endings idea after they worked on the script. Collateral, Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, seems interesting. I've not checked it out though, but I do want to because it seems interesting. Also, which disc was it? Yeah, it's the second disc. I always remember seeing the second disc as a kid when I was flipping through the collection. I was like, oh, Collateral. I was like, oh, it's just special features. Damn. You know, and Mark Ruffalo's apparently in this. So that's actually a little bit of a plus. And Jada Pinkett Smith, which, The Comedian with the Trash Man and Robert De Niro. This seems pretty interesting. I do want to check it out. Harvey Keitel is also in that, so yeah, I was about to say that's him on the front cover, but that is not. That is a woman. Commando. It's Arnold. I gotta check it out eventually. I have so many Arnold movies I haven't watched. The Condemned. Not Arnold. Stone Cold Steve Austin picked it up because Stone Cold Steve Austin's in it. Funny connection is that Steve Austin was obviously a wrestler. Vinnie Jones appeared on not One Night Only. It was Capital Carnage. 1998. Capital Carnage. They appeared, I'm pretty sure, in the ring together. I'm pretty sure Vinnie Jones is special enforcer for the main event that Austin was in. And then they did this movie like 6 years later. So, I don't know. I wonder if they brought that up on set together. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Drew Barrymore, George Clooney, Sam Rockwell. I gotta check this out. It seems like a really, really good movie based on a true story. Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. I don't remember how I fucking got this DVD. All I know is that I have it now. And I guess I gotta watch it eventually. I guess I have to watch this movie eventually. It's in a Blockbuster case. There's no, like, plastic sleeve thingy. It's taped. The cover is taped on. Yeah, I genuinely don't know about this DVD. Every year I get more and more confused as to how I got it. Constantine, Keanu Reeves. It's based on a comic book. I want to check it out, but it's pre-Marvel, so I'm kind of iffy about it. Cop Out. Me and my best friend watched this. It's not as bad as people say. It's decent. Sean William Scott's hilarious in this. Bruce Willis is just Bruce Willis. He's just a badass whenever he's on screen. Tracy Morgan's actually tolerable in this, in my opinion. Yeah, and then, yeah, it's a decent movie. It's not the greatest Kevin Smith, I'm sure, but it's decent. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. That's what I'll say. I had fun with it. Next up, we got the solo DVD of Coraline. My parents actually bought this for me. Going on 12 years, I think. This DVD's been through, like, fucking hell and back. Like, the case is torn there. I don't know if you guys can see, like, there's a little bit of a, yeah, I don't think you guys can see, but there's a little bit of a scratch there. The back end is, like, all ruffled down there. And that's not to mention the disc, which is one of those two-sided DVDs, because this was one that came in 2D and 3D. So I'm surprised they never advertised that as Coraline 3D, because that would have worked. Actually, it wouldn't have worked, but it would have worked for marketing, I mean. Crank 2 High Voltage. I don't own the first Crank. I've never seen it. I've watched, like, 2 minutes of this. And, yeah, I've watched, like, 2 minutes of Crank 2. Crazy Beautiful, one of the DVDs my sister gave me, which gave me her collection. It's Kirsten Dunst, so I do want to check it out eventually. I do like Kirsten Dunst. She can act. When she wants to act, she's pretty good. And then she's in Spider-Man. No, I'm seriously, no. She's not that bad in Spider-Man, actually. Crazy Heart, Jeff Bridges. I probably got to rewatch this movie. I watched it once. I didn't think it was amazing. It was decent. But, yeah, I do want to give it another chance. Maggie Gyllenhaal is actually a pretty decent actress. She's pretty decent. Not as good as her brother, Jake, I think brother. I hope brother, I think. Because they actually do kind of look a little bit alike. I don't know why my voice is going super high-pitched, but we'll go with it. Crazy Stupid Love. This is actually pretty decent. I like this. It's a funny movie. Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, Julianne Moore, Marissa Tomei, Kevin Bacon, the Zodiac Killer's in this, John Carroll Lynn. He's great in this. He's really funny in, like, the 3 scenes he's in. But yeah, the scenes, this movie works best when it's just being a silly, goofy comedy. When it's trying to be serious, it works a little bit, but it really, really works when it's just being a stupid, silly comedy, and it's pretty funny. Steve Carell's actually pretty good in that one. The Hip Hop Witch. I got this solely because Eminem was in it, and I've never seen this DVD out. I've heard about this. I've seen Eminem in this movie. Oh, I thought the disc came loose. But yeah, that's how I check my DVDs if they're loose. I violently shake them. But I've seen the Eminem clip of him in this, and I want to watch it eventually. Because I want to see what the hell is the Hip Hop Witch. So yeah, I own the Hip Hop Witch, and I'm very happy to say that I do. Dallas Buyers Club, it's a pretty decent movie. Matthew McConaughey is great in this. Jared Leto's pretty decent. Jennifer Garner is Jennifer Garner. She's just there. She's never really important. And speaking of Jennifer Garner, Daredevil. This is the not 2 disc. Sorry, this is the 1 disc. Unfortunately, director's cut. Also, I want to point out the disc looks like it's like a bootleg. Like you can, if the info wasn't there, this would just look like a random bootleg of the director's cut. But I actually own this on VHS. I don't know how much the. What the run. Okay, so it's exclusively the director's cut. It's not even like they have the theatrical on there, but yeah. I used to own the. I don't know. I thought I owned the theatrical cut on DVD. I own the theatrical cut on VHS, which we'll get to. Spoiler. The Batman Rises. The Dark Knight Rises. This was only $5 to complete the Batman trilogy, the Nolan Batman trilogy. Very happy to own it. I still gotta get a regular DVD or Blu-ray of The Dark Knight. So, yeah. Double pack of Date Movie and Epic Movie. This is the Seltzerberg. This is the Seltzerberg double feature. I hate that I own this. Date Movie is pretty bad. Epic Movie is somehow worse, and I think Epic Movie came out afterwards. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do a double feature review of these movies eventually. It's not gonna be for 25 Days of Harry, because that would be way too much work for me to put into like a 30-minute video just to put it in the middle of 25 Days of Harry. I'm going to review these movies next year. I will try and review these movies next year. Yeah. I'm gonna review them next year. They're probably the easiest targets I will ever have. But hey, it's a start. Dave Chappelle's Block Party. This looks fun. Sorry. Yeah, this looks interesting. Kanye West is in it. Obviously, it's Dave Chappelle. I love Dave Chappelle. Common's apparently in this, and yeah, Dave Chappelle's Block Party. I rarely see this for some reason. I mean, I understand it's Michel Gondry, so that's probably why, because not many people are into Michel Gondry. Like not many normies are into Michel Gondry. Normies are mostly the people who just sell their DVDs randomly. Like, oh, okay, I watched it, I can get rid of that now, you know. But yeah, I'm glad that I found that one. Dawn of the Dead 2004. I was really happy to find this one. Dawn of the Dead 2004. I really love this box art, even though it's just Dawn of the Dead, unrated director's cut, name of the actors, and it's the orange hue that it gives off. The orange hue, it screams 2004 for me. I remember when I was a little kid, I watched the first 5 minutes of this movie with the audio off on my shitty, not my shitty sister's, on my sister's shitty DVD, mini DVD player, portable DVD player. And just having the audio, okay, is it all the way off? All right, put the DVD in, and it's watch the first 5 minutes. I just remember that because it was a burned DVD as well, so it was not even the menu. It was just go straight into the movie. And also, if I can get the disc right, I gotta mention this every year. The disc art is some of the most iconic disc art I've ever seen for a movie. I don't know why. These zombies are in the movie. I'm gonna break this fucking disc taking it out. But these zombies, and by the way, the actual disc is scratched to shit, so I'm probably gonna have to try and upgrade to get the Blu-ray. But yeah, the disc art itself is incredible. These zombies are only in the movie for 2 seconds, but they're probably the most memorable thing about the movie to me. This movie created the fast zombies. 28 Days Later created the fast infected. This movie created the fast zombie. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead, I like it. I think it's a pretty good remake. I like the original. I think I might like the remake more, though. I honestly think I might. And I believe this is another zombie movie. I think so. Open War Against Humanity Rages. Okay, no, it's just a random whatever movie. But The Day, this was released by WWE Studios. At least I'm pretty sure it was. I remember them promoting the shit out of this movie because Wade Barrett had a cameo or something. But yeah, The Day. Yeah, it's a WWE movie. That should tell you how good it might be right there. The Day After Tomorrow. This is a Roland Emmerich film, so I don't really plan on checking it out. But it's surprisingly, Jake Gyllenhaal's in this. Jake Gyllenhaal, and also I want to point out... Oh, no, it's not this one. Okay, I was going to say, but there is a disc art for the film that I might still have if I looked in my collection. But there's a disc art for the movie that I had that was just like, oh yes, I want to get this movie because for this disc art. And then I bought that one and I was disappointed. Dead Poet Society, this is still sealed. I gotta check this one out again. It was pretty decent from what I remember. I liked it. And then we got Deadpool. This is the rental exclusive. Thankfully, it was only $5, not $13. But yeah, Deadpool, not amazing, not not amazing version of the movie, I should say, because it's the rental exclusive. But yeah, Deadpool. It's a good movie. It's not great, but it's good. It's fun. I'm gonna come back in like 2 minutes, realistically 2 seconds, with the next stack of DVDs. So I'll come back with that faux shizzle. All right, so I'm back with the next stack of DVDs. As I've said, faux shizzle. I'm never going to do that again. Please don't let me do that again. We're just going to get right underway because, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. We got a shitload of DVDs to get through. Death to Smoochie. Really funny movie. Very underrated in my opinion. This is going to be like a 3-hour video, isn't it? Fitting. 3-hour video opens 25 Days of Harry, and a 4-hour video closes it. Deck the Halls. This is a whatever film. Wow, it's actually really bad. Actually, it's really bad. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't plan to do a review of that this year. Jesus, looking at the cover, it is really bad. Deja Vu. This seems like an interesting film, interesting concept. It's Denzel, so I might like it. Demolition. This was $5. Jake Gyllenhaal, Naomi Watts, Chris Cooper. I still want to watch this. I really, really want to watch that movie, but I haven't gotten a chance to yet. The Departed. DiCaprio, Damon, Nicholson, and Wahlberg, and I'm pretty sure there's some other people in this that I like. Martin Sheen's in this. Alec Baldwin's in it. I find he's okay. He's an asshole IRL, but in movies he's okay when he's not killing people for real. but yeah, The Departed. I gotta rewatch that. I've watched it once, and like there was like 20 minutes that I didn't even watch because I had to go upstairs and talk with my family and whatever. So I gotta rewatch The Departed. Destination Wedding. It's Winona Ryder. Had to pick it up, and still haven't watched it yet. Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo. I don't have male Gigolo, and that might be another review. I might review just a bunch of bad movies eventually. The Devil's Own, Brad Pitt, Harrison Ford. Had to pick that one up. Diabolical. I actually don't remember how the hell I got this movie. That's one I actually don't, but it's Sharon Stone, so I probably won't like it. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. I've seen the first one. I actually really like the first one. It's a fun movie. The second one I think might be the best, and then I've just never seen the third. But I don't remember much about the second movie, surprisingly, even though I do think it is the best, probably. Dickie Roberts, former child star. They somehow drag John Lovitz into this, and Danny Bonaducci is apparently a cameo in this. That's gonna be fun, I guess. It's the special collector's edition. It certainly is special. It certainly is a very special movie. But next up we got Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, and Die Hard with a Vengeance. This is the 5-star collection, at least for the first movie. But they are the big box DVDs for these 3 films. They are 2-disc special editions, and they come with a shitload of special features. Like the third comes with an alternate ending, 2 TV specials, a making of featurette, behind-the-scenes vignettes, storyboard sequence, Bruce Willis interview, special effects breakdown, trailers, and TV spots. The second one comes with more documentaries, featurettes, deleted scenes, much of the sort. And then the first one just comes with extended scenes, cutting room, re-edit and remix your favorite scenes, deleted lines and sequences reel, gag reel, newscasts, interactive archives from American Cinematographer and Cinefex magazine, the full-length screenplay, still gallery, DVD-ROM links, and game demos, and trailers and TV spots. When did this DVD come out? 2001. Fuck, so yeah, that would barely work with a Windows 10 20 years later. But yeah, the Die Hard trilogy, I've only seen the first one. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Steve Martin and Michael Caine. Still need to watch that. I really need to watch that one. District 9, I got this for like $1, so hopefully it's a good movie when I watch it. Disturbia, Shia LaBeouf, and who else? You're not gonna tell me? Alright, that's perfectly fine. But Shia LaBeouf, it seems like an interesting movie. One of the movies my sister gave me. Django Unchained, also got this for $1. Really damn good. Quentin Tarantino, really good one. Dodgeball, pretty funny actually. I was going into this expecting it to be like a really raunchy movie for some reason, because it's always like hyped up as like, oh, such a funny movie, because I watched Step Brothers and that was fucking garbage. But then I watched this movie and it was like, wow, yeah, this is really funny and it's pretty damn good, so I had to buy it on DVD. $3. Dogma, this was on I bought this for $1, like I said, with Catch Me If You Can. It was like $2 each. But yeah, Dogma. I honestly don't know why I bought Dogma. Don John Blu-ray DVD. Both movie. This is a pretty good movie. I really like Don John. It's probably going to be on the top 100 favorite movies. Donkey's Christmas Spectacular. This came with Shrek Forever After. Spoiler. Yeah. I also want to point out, for this movie, for this DVD, they just took the disc that would be in the Shrek final chapter so far, or Shrek the Full Story box set DVD set. They just mass printed Donkey's Christmas Spectacular, put a bunch of those discs in that box set, and then put the rest in these. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure Shrek Forever After is the same way. They don't follow the same disc scheme as the first, second, and third. Donnie Darko, Jake Gyllenhaal, Drew Barrymore, Patrick Swayze. Seems interesting. I do want to watch Donnie Darko. I've never seen it before, so. Surprisingly, post-Scream Drew Barrymore when she was back into the mainstream. Double Jeopardy. For some reason, I have 2 copies of this in here, but, yeah, I've never seen Double Jeopardy, and I want to. So, hopefully I'll be able to do that eventually. Dr. Dolittle. Pretty decent, I've heard. I had the second and third, but they were burned, so they're not in my collection. Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat 2003. What's the disc art on this one? Oh, yeah, because this is a reprint. I'm pretty sure all it is just that, right? This is a reprint. Apparently this was copyrighted in 2002. Yeah. Okay, so this DVD came out in 2004, but it's a reprint, I'm pretty sure. So Cat in the Hat. The original Horton Hears a Who. The remake of Horton Hears a Who. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000. And I don't have the Lorax. So the only one I don't have is the original Lorax and the new Lorax, and then the old school Cat in the Hat. So yeah, if I were to just sort by the movies, that is a beautiful sight to behold. Unfortunately, the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original, had a slipcase that I just lost. And I also had another version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas that I lost, like, the day I bought it. I was with one of my aunts, and we were I forget if we were in Walmart or Target, I forget where we were. No, it would have been a Zellers maybe, actually. I think we were in Zellers when that was still a thing. Canada, hype up, let's go. And I bought, like, the cover of the Grinch where he's like, yeah, and he's got Max. I was like, woof. But they're like that on the cover. And I was like, and she was like, oh, you can get one DVD, because she knew I was in DVDs. So I picked that one, and he was like, oh, is that the one you want? I was like, all right, buy it. Day later, I left her house, and I couldn't find it. I put it in my bag, and I had my bag with me. And I know she didn't steal it, because I've gone over to the house and looked at the DVDs, because I just like looking at people's DVD collections when I go over to their houses. Believe me, if you knew people back when I was a kid, you would know I'm not lying. I did that all the goddamn time. But I've looked at the collection many, many times, because I just like looking, because they had a lot of, like, really obscure, not obscure, but a lot of, like, movies I don't find in stores, like Halloween, like 4 and 5 is what they would have, for example. And they never had How the Grinch Stole Christmas, so I somehow lost the DVD. And then I got this one for like $2, so yeah. And I think this is like the original DVD, is it not? Yeah, 2001. This is the original Grinch DVD, and I was really happy to find that. Dragnet, Dan Aykroyd, Tom Hanks. I might check it out. I'm not a big fan of Tom Hanks, though. Drobit Taylor, Owen Wilson. Wow. I'm in a movie about teaching a bunch of kids how to fucking fight. Has Owen Wilson ever swore in a movie? Because I feel like he has to. Because that would be funny. Also, I don't know what it was about this era. What it was about this era of like 2000s, mid to late 2000s movies needing to get Leslie fucking Mann as the main actress, because she is so unattractive and such a bad actress that it turns me off of watching movies. I see like, oh, Leslie Mann's in the fucking cast. Yeah, she's not going to be good in this. And if she's the main actress, don't ask me to watch a movie because I will not be able to get through it. Danny McBride and Josh Peck are in this, so I do kind of want to watch that. I remember watching as a kid and thinking, oh my god, that's Josh! That's Josh! And I was so hyped as a kid. I was like, I don't give a shit if he's torturing these fucking kids. That's my boy, Josh Peck. Fellow fat kids represent. And then he got thin, and then he became one of them. No, so I fucking love Josh Peck. Dude's awesome. Dude, Where's My Car? Sean William Scott, Ashton Kutcher. Apparently Jennifer Garner's also in this. That shows you how much I like about Jennifer Garner. I completely forgot she was in this. But yeah, Dude, Where's My Car? This is probably going to be the epitome of like early 2000s covers, DVD movies, Fox movies. Yeah, and then it comes with this. Buy 4 Fox DVDs and you get 1 free. So yeah, basically it would be like dramas. For some reason, There's Something About Mary is classified under dramas. Wait, is it just... Am I just dumb? No, yeah, they miscategorized this. They miscategorized this section. Because, like, this is comedies. And then, I would say Castaway and Edward Scissorhands are... Oh, like, okay, never mind, I get it now. Okay, I get it, actually. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, it works, because they're starting the dramas. Okay, yeah, I get it, yeah. But this is actually a pretty cool little pamphlet thingy. It wouldn't work now, unfortunately. I'd love that if it did. But, yeah. And again, this looks like a bootleg of Dude, Where's My Car? Because there's no info in the disc. It's just Dude, Where's My Car? Chihuahua, Fox, DVD video, 2001, 20th Century Fox, 20th Century Home Fox Entertainment, and Region 1. That's literally all it is. But, who knows? I'll check this out eventually. Because it's Sean William Scott. I love anything he's in, apparently. Speaking of, The Dukes of Hazzard... This is not that amazing. It's fun. It is a very, very fun movie from 2005 to watch. Not great as a movie. If you're watching it for Dukes, if you're watching it to be dramatic and be an artistic film, why the fuck are you watching Dukes of Hazzard in the first place? Next up, Easy A. It's an interesting movie. It's not great at all. It's decent. It's interesting. I'm trying to think of all the words to describe this movie without just saying it is really fucking dumb. But it's really dumb. It's a movie about Emma Stone, I can't even begin that firstly, this movie is rated PG-13, I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure this is or apparently in Canada it's rated G. So anyone you can show this to your 5-year-old, I guess. But it's a movie about Emma Stone, who starts her own rumor about like how she lost her virginity, I think, and she starts spreading rumors for other students to make money, and like Amanda Bynes is in this, who's like Christian, and they like get the school to turn against her, even though they liked the rumors. It's a really, really weird comedy. It's not even like it's artistic. It's one of those comedies that are like so autistic. It's borderline artistic. It's very acoustic. It's a very acoustic comedy is how I'm going to describe it. I probably have to watch it again because I was just joking around with my best friend when we watched this movie in a Discord in our Discord server. But Easy A, I picked it up after I picked it up before I watched it, I'm pretty sure. But Easy A, this might be worth a review, actually. It might be such a weird and out there movie. I could probably make a lot of jokes about it. Eddie Murphy Raw, a stand-up comedy special. Unfortunately, this is not Delirious. I really wish I had Delirious on DVD. But I saw it goes for like $20. I'm like, I'm not buying that. If I can find it for like $1 at a yard sale, I don't care if the disc is scratched all hell. I'll get it refurbished. I just want Delirious. So yeah, Eddie Murphy Raw. I was thinking of having a little stand-up section, like having it like movies, and then like documentaries and like stand-up. But I was like, I don't have enough stand-up or documentaries to do it like that. Edge of 17, one of the greatest movies ever made in my opinion. It's incredible. I love every minute of this film. Every second of it is great. I can't give this movie enough praise. Spoiler, it's going to be in the top 100 favorite movies. You guys know this by now. It's a staple of every year, pretty much. Ed TV, Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey, Elizabeth Hurley from Austin Powers, I'm pretty sure. Ellen DeGeneres is in this. Unfortunately, Dennis Hopper's in this. It seems like a good movie. I want to check it out. It's a ripoff of The Truman Show. but I don't care. It's Ed. It's fucking Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. Edward Scissorhands. Winona Ryder's in this. Had to pick it up. Johnny Depp's also in this. Really like Johnny Depp. Elektra. Speaking of Jennifer Garner earlier, the spin-off of Daredevil they made, that was complete garbage. Empire State. Dwayne Johnson and the really bad Liam Hemsworth. Emma Roberts is also in this, and I just realized that. I saw her recently in real life. No, but seriously, I saw her recently in Scream 4. She was so bad in that. She does not work as a horror movie person. She doesn't work there. The Equalizer. This was a cool movie. I mean, it's not good, but it's not like terrible. David Harbour's in this. If you want to check out a movie with David Harbour pre Stranger Things, this and Revolutionary Road are your route to go. I love Revolutionary Road. It sucks I don't own it on DVD yet. But The Equalizer, Denzel Washington, Chloe Grace Moretz, she plays a teenage hua. She plays a teenage prostitute, and Denzel Washington is the Equalizer, the guy who's trying to take out everyone so she can go live a better life. Which, spoiler, because every movie that's released with this type of subject matter, she lives a happy life. There, you watched the movie. No, but seriously, check this movie out. There's some really damn good kills in that. That's actually, if they were in a good movie, they'd be really, really noteworthy. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. This was $5 for a special edition. I was really surprised it was $5, but yeah, E.T. I gotta check it out eventually. I've never seen the full E.T. movie. Yeah, Drew Barrymore's in this as a little kid when she was doing a coke and somehow not dying at the age of like 9. But yeah, if you want to see Drew Barrymore before she was extremely famous, well then there you go, because that's her right there. But if you want to see her in a movie where she's a little kid, then watch E.T. E.T.'s probably the best movie that she's been in as a little kid, because I haven't heard of any other movie she was in as a little kid. Yeah, it's a 2-disc special edition, by the way, as well, which I'm really surprised, because there's a lot of special features. I'm hoping it's the original 82 version. I really hope it's not the walkie-talkie version. Anyone who knows about E.T. and the walkie-talkie version, you guys will know. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I just realized, I don't think I put this on my top 100 movies of all time. This is a fucking great movie. This is a really damn good movie. It's a great cast, great writing. I believe Michel Gondry wrote it. Charlie Kaufman, Michel Gondry, and Pierre Bismuth. Pierre Bismuth. I apologize if I miss... Oh, no, sorry. The story was by them. The screenplay was by Charlie Kaufman. It was directed by Michel Gondry. Those two work magic together. I believe they did adaptation. I think Michel Gondry was involved in adaptation. They did this together. I believe they'd done 2 or 3 other movies together. They clearly work really well together. So Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, check it out. It is probably the greatest romantic film I've ever seen, because it's not really romantic. There's some spots. This review, do not get tricked by this review. A smart, sexy, and seriously funny comedy. This is not a fucking comedy. This is not a comedy. This is a romantic science fiction with a hint of comedy occasionally. Really, the comedy comes from Elijah Wood and Mark Ruffalo. It really comes from that. It only is trying to pass off as a comedy because Jim Carrey's in this. They're trying to make this look like The Truman Show too. It's not. It's really not. But it's incredible. It is really, really good. Evan Almighty, the sequel to Bruce Almighty. I am sorry that those 2 movies have to go next to each other alphabetically. Everybody's Hero, William H. Macy, Raven Simone, fuck her, Wolfie Goldberg, fuck it, Wolfie Goldberg, Forrest Whitaker, Jake T. Austin, who I remember from one other thing, I think Wizards of Waverly Place. For some reason I remember this movie as like a shitload as a kid, and I don't know why, but yeah, this movie exists, and that might be fun to watch on Discord occasionally. Evil Dead 2013. This seems like a decent movie. Jane Levy's actually pretty good in this. I still gotta watch Ash vs. Evil Dead, because I've watched 1 episode of that, and it was actually pretty decent. The Exorcist, I've not watched this yet, is the extended director's cut. This was like $2, so I was actually really happy to pick that up. I picked that. I think that Evil Dead up at the same time, and I think I picked up a couple other movies at the same time. And Exorcist for the Beginning, I actually have a really hard time deciphering if these are legit DVDs or not, but I've come to the conclusion they're not, because the discs, A, have 1 and 2 written on them, and B, the writing is so incredibly incredibly blurry, and C, The back is not that great, and 4, the cover is the fucking poster. So, yeah, now that I think about it, this movie should probably go with the burned DVDs. Yeah, probably. But guys, that is the stack of DVDs. That is stack number 5, I believe. Stack number 5. When I come back, it's probably going to be a different day. I'm probably going to have a different shirt on because I was recording these in the last 2 days. Yes, I wear shirts back-to-back days. Don't fucking sue me. At least I don't go 5 weeks with... 5 weeks. At least I don't go 2 weeks with the same shirt on. You guys can be thankful for that. No, but seriously, I will be back probably on a different day with a couple more stacks of DVDs. So hopefully this video hasn't crossed the hour-long mark, because if it has, holy shit, we're in for the long haul. Thank you guys so much for watching this far into the video. I will be right back with the next stack of DVDs in just a moment. And we're back. So I have the next stack of DVDs here. We're just going to get right into it. You know the drill by now. Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut. This should probably be under the S for Stanley Kubrick's, but it's under E. Deal with it. Never seen it. Face of an Angel. I got this simply because Cara Delevingne's in it, and it seemed like an interesting movie, and I have not watched it yet. Well, what else is there to expect from me at this point? 10 family favorites. This is Cloak and Dagger, The Wizard, Cop and a Half, King Ralph, Matinee, Sergeant Bilko, Ghost Dad, Ed, A Simple Wish, and The Borrowers. I bought this because half the movies seem to have John Goodman, and I also got it because The Wizard is here, and The Wizard is a 90-minute Super Mario Bros. 3 commercial, and I wanted to see how it was, so I can't wait to check that out eventually. Family Guy presents Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story. This is in the slipcase, which I was really happy about, so it'll be nice to finally watch that. I've wanted that since I was like 6. Next up we got Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. I don't know if anyone else's copy has that, but for the first one, which is this one obviously, you can see Fantastic Four, no subtitle. But for the second one, there's also no subtitle. Does anyone else's DVD have that? Because that's... I don't know, that's kind of funny that it doesn't have that. Also, I kind of find it funny, the biggest star out of these series of movies would be fucking Chris Evans, of all people. Who's probably one of the least likable people in Hollywood. Fantastic Mr. Fox. This is actually a pretty good animated film. Not my top 100, but yeah, I'd say it's underrated, even by me. But yeah, it's underrated. It's pretty good. I like it. Next up, we've got Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, and Fast and Furious 6. I don't have 5, 7, 8, 9, or obviously 10, because that one is just filming, I think. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This is a decent movie. Not the greatest, but it's fairly decent. Fido on Blu-ray. Fight Club on Blu-ray. Really like Fight Club. I think I got that for $8. That was really worth it. And Fido, I think, was... yeah, this was only like $2. Also, I just realized Dylan Baker's in this. If you guys haven't seen Happiness yet, go watch that and then watch this. I've not seen Fido, but it seems really funny if you were to watch those movies back to back. Also, Trick or Treat. Dylan Baker's great in that movie. Next up, we've got Final Destination with Sean William Scott and Devon Sewell from The Fanatic. Final Destination 2 was really happy to get the version with the rainbow covers, I like to call it. This is the Infinifilm. I have a lot of the Infinifilms, and I'm really happy. Final Destination 2, the 2-disc Thrill Ride edition with the Choose Their Fate version, which I was really, really happy. I was really, really happy that I was able to find this version, especially for cheap, because I've never seen it since or before I got it, so... yeah, I was really, really happy to find it, and, yeah, I'm also glad it's in widescreen, because I like the widescreen version, because that's what I got. But yeah, and then we've got The Final Destination, which is a really weird lenticular cover. Also, I like how I have to point out The Final Destination in 3D includes the 2D version, which is funny, because it didn't come with any 3D glasses. It didn't come with 3D glasses, I'm pretty sure, so you get a shitty 3D movie that you have to buy your own 3D glasses for. Funny enough, I think I've only seen the fourth one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've only seen the fourth one, because the third one I remember seeing bits and pieces of, like the death scene in the salon or whatever. I've seen like the first 5 minutes of the second movie, and the first movie I've only like heard about and seen like a few seconds of it, but yeah, 4 out of the 5 Final Destination films. It sucks I don't have Final Destination 5 yet. I'm thinking of either trying to get that one or just getting all 5 of them in that one little pack thing they have out now. First Blood with Sylvester Stallone. This is a really, really good movie. I don't know if it's on my top 100. I might actually have to make room for it on there, because this was a really, really good movie. It wasn't what I was expecting out of a regular ass movie. You know, it wasn't what I was expecting out of a movie like this, I should say. Also, I love that it doesn't advertise it, but it's got 2 discs, one for widescreen, one for full screen. That's how it should be done, in my opinion. 1 disc for each instead of the stupid release separate versions. I mean, I understand the companies want to make money, but like still, that's the way to do it, or just make it a flipper disc. But those get scratched way too easily. Flushed Away, really fun stop motion film. Really loved watching it as a kid. It's Aardman, so yeah, I think that should tell you how good it's gonna be. It's by Aardman. Focus, I bought this because Margot Robbie's in it, and I haven't watched it. I've had this for about 3.5 years. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, one of those movies my sister gave me when she gave me her collection again. Forrest Gump. I finally own Forrest Gump. This was $5, as you guys can tell. It was the 2-disc edition. I've literally never seen it since or before I got it. The Forgotten. I finally watched it this year. Oh boy, I feel like I might need to make a video on it. I feel like I might need to make a video on The Forgotten. Also, I want to point out, real quick, DVD includes 2 versions of the film. It lists the original theatrical cut, plus a never-before-seen extended cut with deleted scenes and an alternate ending incorporated. Here's the thing. There is no way to access this extended cut on the DVD, as far as I know. I've looked through every menu. The only thing I can find is the alternate ending, and that is in the special features. There is no... When you click on to watch, when you hit play, usually if there's an extended cut of a movie, I don't know why I'm looking at Forrest Gump, there's no extended cut of that, but as far as I know. But, you know, when you press play, it's like, oh, do you want theatrical or uncut or unrated, as they usually call it, you know? There's not that. It's just play and boom, it's into the movie. I'm assuming the theatrical cut of the movie, you know? They're not in the special features. I don't look in there and see, oh, play extended cut or whatever. It's just deleted scenes. See, like, even on the DVD, it lists deleted scenes and alternate ending as special features rather than the extended cut. So, yeah, I mean, the cool thing about this movie is the guy that she's with, the guy who loses his daughter as Julianne Moore loses her son, is a Rangers player, is a former New York Rangers player. I think that's kind of cool. We need more hockey representation in film. Rise up. Let's create the Snakeshin of domination. We will dominate. We will not be oppressed by our movie overlords. For Your Eyes Only. I've never seen it. It's James Bond. 4 Brothers and 4 Christmases, the 4 movies that I have. 4 Brothers I want to check. It's actually on Netflix, so I might try and watch it in the next month for DDT. And 4 Christmases, I only want to watch it because Jon Favreau and Dwight Yoakam are in this, and I think that's hilarious that they were able to get Jon Favreau right after he did Iron Man and Dwight Yoakam in this. And Dwight Yoakam, who's actually not that bad of an actor, he just needs to be in a really good script like Panic Room to work really well in the movie, like Panic Room. Foxcatcher, this was $5. My best friend recommended this to me, and I really, really wanted to check it out, so, yeah, so we're probably going to do that eventually, but it's still sealed for now. Also, this is the way you do it. This, not the fake plastic wrap or whatever, the actual, almost like saran wrap type wrap. That's what I like for my DVDs, none of that fake plasticky shit. Fracture, I'm pretty sure this was a movie my sister gave me. It looks pretty good. It's Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling. I'm assuming I'd like it. Freaky Friday, the 2003 version. Fred the Movie and Fred 2, Night of the Living Fred. The reason I own these movies is because as a kid I loved the Fred YouTube channel. And I figured, hey, there's going to be a Fred movie. I'll take you back in time for a second. 2010. Fred the Movie is announced that, oh, hey, Fred the movie is announced. I think it's like August. This movie's gonna air on Nickelodeon in October, and I'm like, okay, let's go, Fred the movie. And then there's that contest announced, and I'll see if I can find the video after I film it, because I really, really want to watch it now, actually. But there's the video that Fred posted, that Lucas Cruikshank posted as Fred, being like, hey, send us videos or whatever if you're throwing a party to watch Fred the movie. Send us a video and we'll get you in a Fred video. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool. So with my shitty little Discovery Kids camera that had no SD card in it, and I was stupid at the time to not realize it needed an SD card to save videos, I had my sister film me the night of the movie, and I made sure to get the time it was airing at, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Alright, it's airing at one of those two times. 7 p.m. comes, I'm like, okay, movie's not on, it'll be on at 8 probably. 8 p.m. comes, I got my sister to film me. I'm looking on Nickelodeon. Where's Fred the movie? Turns out, they weren't going to show Fred the movie in Canada. And I didn't bother to look at that. Unless they did air it in Canada, and by 8 p.m. I was looking at West Coast time, and I had already missed the premiere. But, yeah. Then for Christmas that year, of 2010, I wanted Fred the movie for Christmas. I desperately wanted Fred the movie. And this could honestly be its own story time. But I wanted Fred the movie. I didn't get Fred the movie. Cut to next Christmas. One of my relatives somehow caught wind that I wanted Fred the movie. Somehow. I have no clue how. But they got me Fred the movie. Year later, I lost the disc. So, if anyone's got a spare Fred the movie disc, because those are just probably lying around everyone's houses. It's the most common DVD in the world. Then I'd appreciate it. Yeah, hit me up. And then Fred 2 Untitled Fred, I found it in a Videotron for like $4. It's still even got the little slippy thing in there. So, I own Fred and Fred 2. So, I just got to get Fred 3. And then Fred 4 whenever that comes out. Freddy vs. Jason on Blu-ray. One of the first Blu-rays I ever got, actually. Free Fire, I got this because Brie Larson's in it, and it looked interesting. It's also got Armie Hammer, the guy who likes to eat people, in this movie. So, yeah. It had an interesting plot. I was like, yeah, why not? You know, an hour and a half long a shootout movie. How boring can that get? Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. The only Friday the 13th I have. Frontrunners. I've never heard of this movie until I got it. And then I picked it up when I was in a pawn shop. And I was like, you know what? It's by Mongrel. They seem to make decent movies. Let me pick it up. Just so I can own it. Frosty the Snowman. This is the original 2006 DVD. And the 45th anniversary edition I got for Christmas last year. For a second I was shaking it. It sounded like it was a 2-disc. But no, it's just the disc rattling around. But yeah, this actually comes with a lot of special features. Not a lot, but it comes with Frosty the Snowman. Obviously, Frosty returns a magical melody. Be an artist and create. So I guess learning to draw some of the people from the show. Frosty Snowflake Adventures. So yeah. Or Snowflake Surprises, sorry. So yeah, I own 2 copies of Frosty the Snowman. Why? Fuck you, that's why. Funny People. This is a really good Adam Sandler movie. I really like this movie. Even though it's got Leslie Mann, she's in it sparingly. Or else I just forgot how much she was in it. But aside from like her part in the role, like if you cover her up, this movie is damn good. This movie goes from being pretty good to being really goddamn good if you take Leslie Mann out. I genuinely don't get what the obsession Hollywood had with casting her in everything around this era. Like she was never good. Like I don't get it. G-Force, I got this for Christmas of 2009, I believe. And this actually has a really good cast. Bill Nighy, Will Arnett, Zach Galifianakis, Nicolas Cage, Sam Rockwell, Jon Favreau, Penelope Cruz, Steve Buscemi, Tracy Morgan. Holy shit, yeah, this is like, I know everybody in this cast. What the hell? But yeah, G-Force. I guess I'm going to have to watch it eventually. Gangs of New York, I've wanted to watch this for a while. It's Leo and Daniel Day-Lewis, so yeah. Garfield Gets Real. Garfield the movie. I finally own Garfield the movie after about a decade of trying to look for it. So very happy about Garfield thy movie. So now I can watch it whenever I want, which is never. George A. Romero's Diary of the Dead and Land of the Dead. This is the theatrical cut only, but I like this cover more than the uncut version, just because I really like the hand in the chain link fence. I really like that look of the cover. So yeah. George Carlin, Life is Worth Losing, and George Carlin, Playing with Your Head. I'm a big fan of George Carlin. I really like the stand-up he does. And, yeah, I was really happy to find these two. Separate, of course. I think I got Playing with Your Head, then I got Life is Worth Losing. But, yeah, these are really, really good. Are they all? Yeah, all the George things I have in my collection. So, yeah, very, very happy to own the George Carlin stuff. If it wasn't as expensive as it is, I would be buying more. I think these were combined like $3, so I was very, very happy to get those for a couple bucks. Then we got 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, Ghost, and Ghost Town. So, yeah, that is it for that stack of DVDs. I will try to come back soon with the next stack. We will see how it goes from there. Thank you guys so much for watching this far into the video. I'm going to thank you guys so much more now. I'll be right back with the next stack of DVDs in just a minute. Alright, next stack of DVDs. Here we go. We got Gimme Shelter. This is with Vanessa Hudgens, Brendan Fraser, James Earl Jones, Rosario Dawson. Seems interesting. I wanted to check it out, so I'll do that eventually. And by that, I mean never. Girl Fight, one of the DVDs my sister gave me. Girl Interrupted, this is Winona Ryder, had to pick it up, and Angelina Jolie, this is a James Mangold movie he made, Walk the Line, so it's weird how he went from something like this to something like that, but Girl Interrupted, pretty goddamn good movie, I really like it, I gotta rewatch it sometime. The Girl Next Door, this is with Emile Hirsch and Eliza Cuthbert, who I believe is Dion Phaneuf's wife, I think that's her. Yeah, I've wanted to check this out for a few years. It seems like it's a really bad comedy, but I think it'd be fun to watch. Gold 2, Living the Dream. Don't know in the first one. Gojira, Godzilla. This has Bryan Cranston in it, and he's in it for about 7 minutes. Don't watch this movie. It's pretty bad. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's kind of whatever. Gone Girl, really, really good movie. This is a really damn good movie. Rosamund Pike and Ben Affleck are incredible in this. I have to give it a rewatch sometime soon. Goodfellas, really damn good movie. I love that, by the way. The Blu-ray. Oh, actually, I take out the digital copy. The Blu-ray is just a Blu-ray. The DVD is two-sided. I remember watching this. I think I was just watching it by myself the first time I watched it. And halfway through the movie, it said, please flip the disc. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? So, yeah, they made Goodfellas two-sided in this movie. Funny, it was actually at a pretty good part. It was actually a really smart part they put the little skip. Or they put the thing. Good Will Hunting is pretty good. Robin Williams, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. It's pretty decent. Mimi Driver's alright in that. Goon Last of the Enforcers, the worst Goon movie. This is a really, really bad movie, actually. The first one is really funny, really good. This one is really bad. This one is really, really bad. Wait, Eliza Cuthbert's in this one as well? I didn't know that. But, yeah, it sucks that once Jay Baruchel directed a movie for the series, it really didn't do that great. Who wrote it? Yeah, he and Jesse Shabbat wrote it. I'm pretty sure they both wrote the first one, so I don't know why I didn't like that one as much. It's honestly pretty weird. The Goonies, pretty good movie. I gotta rewatch it though. The Graduate, need to check it out. It seems like a really damn good Dustin Hoffman film. Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood, gotta check it out sometime. This is a really cool DVD. Grand Theft Auto, the San Andreas, the introduction, and Rockstar Games presents Sunday Driver. This was $1, I'm pretty sure. Basically what this is, as far as I know, is it's the literal introduction, like the literal opening cutscene to the game, and then it's a documentary about lowriding. Yeah, it's a documentary about lowriding. I don't know if this came with like a special edition of San Andreas, if this was a promotional DVD. I don't know what this is. But all I know is I own it, and it's pretty cool, I gotta admit. Greenberg, Joaquin Phoenix was offered the role in this. Yeah, he was offered the role in this. He was offered to play Greenberg, and apparently, the only reason that he actually ended up turning it down was because he was in character making I'm Still Here. If you guys watch I'm Still Here, there's a scene where he's offered the part of Greenberg. He's offered to play Greenberg in this movie, and yeah, he can't do it obviously because he's in character. I haven't seen this movie. All I know is Ben Stiller's in it. Apparently Brie Larson has a couple scenes, but yeah, it seems like a pretty good movie. It's a Noah Baumbach film, and if it's anything like Marriage Story, I'm probably not gonna like it. But if it's anything like Squid and the Whale, which I really want to watch, I might like them both. Gremlins, haven't seen it. Maybe this is the year I finally watch it. I've had that DVD for a decade. Green Mile, this is a 2-disc edition, and I'm guaranteeing that you have to insert the second disc to finish the movie. I am guaranteeing it. I've never seen the movie. I have no clue what happens in it. I'm sorry. Oh my god, that really ear raped you guys. I'm sorry. Grindhouse, Death Proof, Grindhouse, Planet Terror. These were combined $2. I really, really like Death Proof. I really, really like Death Proof. It's a really damn good Quentin Tarantino movie, in my opinion. I think it's kind of underrated. Planet Terror is okay. It's not amazing. It's got some guys that I like in it. Bruce Willis and Josh Brolin are in this. It's pretty decent. It's a fun zombie movie. It's not one of my favorites, but it's pretty decent. Groundhog Day, pretty damn funny movie with Bill Murray. He's always great. The Grudge, this is the remake that happened 2 years after the original, the Americanized version, with Buffy in it. So, yeah, there's that. Gulliver's Travels, I've had this for 11 years now, almost 12. The Guitar Hero guitar, Jack Black's a fucking legend. Hail Caesar, this is an all-star cast. Josh Brolin, George Clooney, Ralph Fiennes, Jonah Hill, Scarlett Johansson, Frances McDormand, Tilda Swinton, Channing Tatum. This is a really damn good cast. And it's a Coen Brothers film, so that just adds on to it. I really want to watch that movie. Halloween and Halloween 2 and 3, the double feature. I had to pick this one up. Halloween, I'm pretty sure on Blu-ray goes for like $50 right now, and then the 2-pack was like $8, so I bought these combined for like $11, I'm pretty sure, so I was pretty happy about that. I still gotta watch 2 through the current Halloween films. I do love that. Like, I finished Halloween, the original, and I can either branch off into the new Halloween movies or the old school Halloween movies, because the fucking old school Halloween movies don't matter to the current timeline, because they take place after the first. Hancock. This is a pretty good movie, from what I've heard. Actually, no, not pretty good. I've heard it's an underrated film, but it's not amazing. I was thinking of Halloween 2. A lot of people say it's a really, really good movie. But Hancock, I've heard it's good, but not great. Yeah, Jason Bateman's in this. Will Smith obviously is in it. I've wanted to check it out for a while, but I obviously just haven't gotten the chance to. So, yeah, Hancock, I bought that. That was actually like $2 on eBay, so I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to pick that up, and I haven't watched it yet. Next up, we've got The Hangover Part 2, and The Hangover Part 3. I've seen the first, I've seen parts of the second, and I have no intention on watching the third. All 3 of these are garbage, I'm sure. They're not funny at all. They're the funniest thing about the Hangover movies is probably Mike Tyson, and even then he's not that great. So, who knows? Maybe the Hangover movies will be a good movie for me to review and tear down in the future. Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus is the Best of Both Worlds concert. Yeah, that existed. Hannibal Rising. Happy Feet. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. I actually watched Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay this year. Rewatched it, I should say, because I watched it in like 2008 as a kid. It is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It is really, really bad. Happy Feet's got a great cast. I've just not seen it in years. And then Hannibal Rising, obviously, I gotta watch like Silence of the Lambs first and whatnot. I want to watch the one with Edward Norton. I think that one was just Hannibal. I think. I'm pretty sure is what that one was called. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Sorcerer's Stone. I don't know why my DVD is Philosophers. Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban. These are the first 3 Harry Potter films. I've seen all the Harry Potters, actually. I think I watched them just this year or late last year. I think I might like the second the most, actually. I thought the first 2 are probably the best. I like the third. I like the third, and then after the fourth, it just gets way too serious for for movies like that. Order of the Phoenix. This is maybe my least favorite, actually. I don't think I like Order of the Phoenix that much, which is weird because it's got a really good cast. I'm pretty sure the only one with Helena Bonham Carter in it. And it's my least favorite. And then Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I've taken out the 2-disc digital copy special edition. But yeah, you got some. You got the lenticular thing, and then you got the standard DVD, which it's still so weird to me seeing it just like this. Half-Blood Prince wasn't amazing. I don't remember much of it, honestly. I really don't watch it. I don't remember much about it. But yeah. It was okay. And then Deathly Hallows was alright, I guess. I wasn't big into the Harry Potter films once they took a really serious route. Hateful Eight, pretty good movie. I like it. It's very good. Hate Ship, Love Ship. I got this because Haley Steinfeld's in it and Nick Nolte's in it. It's actually not that bad. I don't mind it. It's probably a movie that I don't know if I would want to watch again. I don't know. I don't know. I want to watch it again, but at the same time, it's just like it's Kristen Wiig, and I don't really care for her. I think the only positive about this movie that I can give right off the top of my head that I remember is that there's a George Jones song played in the movie, and that's kind of badass. Heathers, Winona Ryder, you guys know by now. Really damn good movie. I really enjoy this. This is from, I believe, 89, I'm pretty sure. This is a really good movie. This is a really good movie. A very good social commentary on teen suicide and what the news makes of it. It's really good, actually. I gotta give it a rewatch. A lot of these movies I've seen only once or twice because it's just like I watch them and I'm like, yeah, that was really damn good. I'll watch it eventually again, you know, because like they're really good movies. So I you know, see them once and that's kind of what you want to do. Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. I need to get the 2019 one. Really wish they made the third one because that would have been really cool because I'd have a trilogy to watch instead of just 2 and then a really shitty remake when I do check these out. Jeffrey Tambor's actually in the first one. That's actually pretty cool. For a second I thought they gave Ron Perlman second top billing in the second one, but no, yeah. So yeah, Hellboy and Hellboy 2. I really wish I got the Blu-ray of 2 with the lenticular cover because that would have been really sick. But yeah, I just got the DVD for now, so that'll be an upgrade. Hero Wanted, Cuba Gooding Jr., Ray Liotta, might be whatever. High Rise, I got this just because Tom Hiddleston's in it, and Tom Hiddleston alone. I see this literally every time I go to the dollar store, and one day I was like, fuck it, and bought it. And then I haven't seen it ever since. Never. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This seems like an interesting movie. Yeah, Zooey Deschanel's in this. Mos Def, Sam Rockwell's in this. Martin Freeman. Bill Nighy, Warwick Davis, Alan Rickman, Stephen Fry, John Malkovich. Like, this is a really good cast, so yeah, I want to check that out eventually. Home Alone 2, the only Home Alone I own on DVD. It's Home Alone 2. That's all I can really say about it. It's Home Alone again. Hop, and by the way, there's a new Home Alone coming out on Disney Plus, and it looks like AIDS. Hop, I bought this with the coloring book, and I never used the coloring book. This movie is pretty goddamn bad. It's about a bunny, played by Russell Brand, who befriends Sonic's fuck buddy, and Kaylee Cuoco's in this. The one from Big Bang Theory that's not all that funny. The female that's not all that funny. Everyone on that show is not that funny. And Hugh Laurie. The house is in this for some reason. Yeah. Horrible Bosses. This is a 2-movie collection. The first one's I think the first one's actually a pretty funny movie. It's pretty good. It's got Kevin Spacey, Jason Bateman, and Charlie Day. It's going to be great. The second one had its moments. The first 10 minutes are funny. Christoph Waltz is great in that one. He's incredible in anything he's in. Yeah, not really. I'd watch the first one. Only watch the second one if you really want to see what happens to the characters. Hot Fuzz, pretty funny. The first of the Cornetto trilogy that is in the collection because that's the first one alphabetically. Birds of Prey is now on Netflix. I just got this notification from Netflix. Fuck you. Yeah, Hot Fuzz, great film. Probably my least favorite of the Cornetto trilogy after one watch because I've only watched. Or no, we've watched every Cornetto film twice except World's End. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't know actually. I don't know. But yeah, that's probably my least favorite. I love all three of them. I think all three of them are really great. But if I had to rank them, probably Hot Fuzz, The World's End, and then Shaun of the Dead. So there's that. I will come back to you guys with another stack of DVDs in the future. We'll see how that goes, and I'll be right back. I might be a couple days in real time in the video movie magic. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hi, Future Harry here. This video would be over 3 hours long if I kept it in one part, so I've split it up into the first 2 videos of 25 Days of Harry. You just watched the first part. My apologies if you're expecting the full collection today. But then again, I'm pretty sure I put part 1 in the title, so I don't know what you're really expecting if you're expecting the whole thing. Check out tomorrow's video for the second half of the DVD collection. I'm sorry, again, I don't think anyone really wants to watch a 3-hour-long DVD collection in one sitting. Regardless, I don't think people will be watching this in one sitting anyways. So I split it upon 2 videos just to make it more convenient for you guys. Hope you guys can understand. That's going to do it for this video. Come back tomorrow for 25 Days of Harry. My name is Harry Rice. I'm just going to do a quick outro, and I am out. Peace, boys. Love you guys. Links in the description. Peace.